Hey everyone, today I'm performing for a dinner cruise. This is a corporate event, it's solo guitar again. I'll be on a vessel called the Magic Moment, which I pick up at the Weston Bay Shore in downtown Vancouver just by Stanley Park. And I'll be there for about 5 or 5:30 and I'll board the ship and get set up for 6:30 when the client arrives. And I'll be performing for 2 hours, however I'll be on the vessel for 3 hours. I'm also going to get a meal, which is really nice. And I'll be back in the harbor about 9:30 to disembark and tear down. So that'll be the gig for today. I'm just on my way into Vancouver right now, should be there in about 45 minutes time. Currently I'm just dealing with this. Rush hour traffic in Vancouver. Fortunately, it's not raining tonight. It's really cloudy, but it's starting to clear up, so it's going to be a nice gig. Also, you can see my gear in the back. I'm using 3 different speakers, and it's just solo guitar. I'll plug in and away we go. So we'll see you at the Weston Bay Shore to board the Magic Moment. So I'm now at the Weston Bay Shore and unpacking all my gear for the event. It's sort of a smaller system because I know that space is going to be limited on the ship. I don't use high stands, I have to use stands that are low. I've got 3 speakers that are with me, 2 small Yamahas and 1 Yamaha that's a little bit bigger, a power amp, a chair. There's a lot of times where I can't get a chair that has no arms. And now I'm just going from my vehicle, walking to the ship, the Magic Moment, which is just behind the Weston Bay Shore. Here's the dock where the ship is kept. And just going down the, I don't know what they call it, a gangplank or something like that. It's high tide, which is great. It makes it easy to load the gear. And sometimes when it's low tide, it can be pretty difficult pushing a cart full of gear. Anyways, here's some other ships that I've played on before. The Magic Charm, there's the Magic Moment. And I'm just entering the ship now. You can see some of my gear, and I'm setting up right beside the door. Setting up right beside the door can be a problem sometimes because of fumes when they have the engine idling. So I'll take you on a tour of the ship. So here's the downstairs where the client's going to be having dinner. The client is from Australia. I'm not really sure what company they are affiliated with. Now I'm just going upstairs. I have performed on this ship before, and most of the times when I've performed on this ship, it's actually been upstairs in this particular room. And now we'll just go out into the deck and you can get a view of the harbor. So to my left, I think the camera will spin there first, that is Stanley Park. We're not going to see a lot of it, but that's part of Stanley Park. The Pan Pacific is out in front of me, and now to my right here is the Weston Bay Shore. Here's my setup for solo guitar, where we just entered. So now we're looking towards the back sliding door, and that door will be closed, so there won't be a problem with fumes while I'm performing. And now you can hear me playing. I'm just sound checking at the moment. Noise you hear in the background behind my sound check is actual noise from the engine. So you can see that being at the back of the ship can be kind of noisy when you're accelerating and when we're just docked, but you don't notice it so much when you're performing. And when I'm playing, of course, we don't hear it all that much. So now we're having a look at BC Place. They just put a new roof on that building and it looks great. Now we're tearing down, so we finished the event. I've been on the ship for 3 hours, had a wonderful meal, packed up all my gear. Once the clients left, then I packed up all my gear and now throwing it all in my cart. From there we'll wheel it off. So here we go, back past the Magic Moment, past 3 other ships. And then we'll go back up that gangplank that I went up before. It was a really nice evening. It was raining earlier, but it cleared up, and it was really quite nice for the event. So fortunately, again, the tide was pretty high, or it wasn't a low tide, so it was easy to get up that plank. And that's it. So thanks for joining me on my performance on the ship.